Hey you guys, welcome back. I know it has been a little while. Um, 2020, okay, do I need to say more? I feel like everybody's life kind of changed last year. Some for good, some for bad, but we're all here, you know. I like to see the bright side and everything, so yeah. But it is now 2021, so we do have more content coming, more traveling that we're going to get back into. Just be on the lookout, stay tuned. But yeah, so today's video is about our Ancestry DNA. It's actually the updates. So when you do the Ancestry DNA, you do get an update of your results. For me, it came about a month later, I believe. And I didn't even really know that that was a thing until someone mentioned it in the comments. And then I had remembered seeing an email about my updated results. And I didn't really notice a difference until like I went and looked at it and I was like, oh, there were some changes. So yeah, today we're gonna go over those changes. All right, so originally we were at 40% Nigeria, 19% Mali, Cameroon, Congo, and Southern Bantu peoples at 15%, England, Northwestern European at 11%, Benin and Togo at 6%, Irish and Scottish at 2%, 1% Portugal, and 1% Indigenous Americas. So in the updates, some numbers went down, some numbers went up, and then some broke down in a sense. So like, we'll get into it. So basically what was at 40% for Nigeria is now 38% Nigeria. So it went down 2%. Mali was originally 19% and Mali went down to 12%. Benin and Togo originally was at 6% and then it went up to 11%. Ivory Coast and Ghana Ghana was 1% in the previous. However, it has been added into Ivory Coast and Ghana and the number has jumped up to 6%. Now, originally it was just 11% Northwestern European, but what happened was they broke it down into more specific countries. I didn't want to I almost was going to say states for some reason. But yeah, so what was at 11% English and Northwestern European, that went down to 5% and then they separated some. So now Scottish, 2%, Northern Italy is at 2%, we're at 1% Ireland, 1% Portugal, 1% Greek and Albania, 1% Spain, and 1% French. I did notice that two of the originals that were in there are not there anymore, so I'll add that in, and that was Peru and Senegal. Originally, those were a part of the first one, and then they weren't in the new results. So yeah, so those are gone, but that's the full breakdown of what changed. So yeah, I mean, honestly, I honestly didn't know that there were different numbers. If I would have known, I would have been like waiting out before I put the video and I would have just done it with the updated ones. But I mean, I guess, hey, you get to see both. So I don't know how I forgot to mention, but I don't know how to like bring it in and not be like, bam. But I actually like discovered who my father was with Ancestry. Originally, I never knew who he was. It was always kind of like dodged around with my family, like, because I was raised by my grandmother and there was, I mean, like, she just didn't know. And that's a whole different story, but she didn't know, no one knew. And with the Ancestry, I guess because they try to match you with whoever you go on there, like all the people that go on there, they try to match them some way. And there were a couple of people who were saying they were first cousins and stuff, and they had the last name Mims. And that used to be my last name, but then we got it changed. However, like, not to get into too much detail, because of the last name Mims, I was able to identify that that was my father. So then I ended up knowing who my father was. And I really did not go into Ancestry trying to do this. I went into Ancestry trying to answer the so small question, like, what do you mix with? Like, I get asked this all the time and I never really knew. I was always kind of just like, oh, you know, my mom says I'm like Indian or something, you know, like and when I say Indian, I meant like from the country India. So I got a lot of people talking about that on the last one. That's what I was talking about. But anyway, that was a crazy situation about Ancestry. But yeah, so I really did learn a lot about like Ancestry and DNA and things. If you go on Ancestry, when you get results, you can go in and it'll tell you about your tribes and stuff. I don't quite understand it, so I'm not really going to get into it. However, they do give you like information on tribes. Like I have tribes from like Dominican Republic and stuff like that. So it is funny because like a lot of people that meet me are like, oh, you look Dominican and things like that. So it's just, I think that was what I went into Ancestry for, to understand like what I was mixed with, to like give that answer to people. However, you know, like now that they know, it's still like they always still want to know more. So, I mean, what's new? But yeah, so that was the results. I'm looking forward to more videos with you guys. I have some more coming out. It's gonna take me a minute. I have been out of it, out of it, out of it. However, I am getting my life together and you got more stuff coming, don't worry. But yeah, so if you are not subscribed and you're watching this, make sure you subscribe. You can click the notifications. I do expect to start releasing videos on a weekly basis, hopefully. So yeah, make sure you have on your notifications. Follow me on Instagram at j.96_. I have Twitter at it's j96. There may be an underscore after that. I'm not a really big Twitter fan. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. I have nothing else for you. But thanks for watching if you made it this far. So peace.